Hello, Class 8 Springfielders. In the earlier session, we have completed 11B, the national movement, the last phase 1919 to 1947, arrival of Mahatma Gandhi, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, civil disobedient movement. In the civil disobedient movement, Purna Swaraj and Salt Satyagraha, and then we have done Quit India movement. Today we are going to start with the content Subhash Chandra Bose and INA, Indian National Army, and second topic towards independence and partition. Subhash Chandra Bose and INA. Subhash Chandra Bose had been a Swarajist and a radical nationalistic. He organized the Indian National Army INA with the cooperation of Raj Bihari Bose in Burma, presently known as Myanmar, and Andamans. The INA consists of more than 60,000 soldiers. He received the help of Japanese in the fight. On 21st October 1943, the provisional government of independent India, Azad Hind, was set up in Singapore. On March 18, 1944, the INA, Indian National Army, crossed the frontier of Burma, Myanmar, and entered India with a slogan, Dilli Chalo, that is, on to Delhi. Subhash Chandra Bose and an INA. In March 1944, the Indian flag was hoisted in Kohima. But with the change in fortunes in the war, the launching of a counter offensive by the British in the winter of 1944-45 and the final defeat of Japan in the Second World War, the INA movement collapsed on August 23rd, 1945. Subhash Chandra Bose is reported to have lost his life in an air crash while going from Gangtok to Tokyo. Towards independence and partition. Meanwhile, in 1940, the Muslim League had moved a resolution demanding independent states for Muslims in the northern, western, and eastern areas of the country. Why did Muslim League demand for a separate state? The influence of history of tension between some Hindus and Muslims gave group in the 1920s and 1930s. Second point, the provincial elections of 1937 seem to have convinced the League that Muslims were a minority and they would always have to play a second role in any democratic structure. It feared that Muslims may even go up unrepresented. Second point. Third point, the Congress rejection of the League desired to form a joint Congress League government in the United Provinces in 1937 and also annoyed the League. Towards independence and partition. In March 1946, the British cabinet set a three-member mission, Stafford Cripps, Patrick Lawrence, and Alexander, to Delhi to examine the demand for a separate state, Pakistan, and to suggest a suitable political framework for a free India. This mission suggested that India should remain united and constitute itself as a loose confederation with some autonomy for Muslim majority areas, but it could not get the Congress and the Muslim League to agree to the specific details of the proposal. As the proposal of the cabinet mission failed, the Muslim League declared to have agitation in support for its demand and Pakistan. It announced 16th August 1946 as the Direct Action Day. On this day, riots broke out in Calcutta, presently known as Kolkata, lasting several days and resulting in the death of thousands of people. By March 1947, violence spread to different parts of northern India. Lord Mountbatten, who was appointed as Viceroy in earlier 1947, was not able to resolve the difference between Muslim League and Congress party. It was agreed that the independence would be split into Muslim controlled Pakistan and Hindu dominated India. India became independent on 15th August 1947, while Pakistan celebrates its independence on 14th August. Lakhs of people were killed, lakhs of people were forced to flee their home. Before the joy of our country, independence from Britain rule came along with the pain and the video of partition. Meet you in the next session with a new topic of a new lesson. Until then, thank you. Have a nice day. I am Mrs. Suhail Sultana, Social Studies teacher.